9 stacks of 5 seconds each with only a single one ignored, and a satellite passes through. This is Messier 100 kickoff view for at 9:23 on Friday night, the 17th of April 2026. Tonight I probably won't get through a century, primarily because there's going to be so many studies. I think there's going to be something over 80 different NGCs out of the 100 that I would ordinarily cover in an evening. I'm going to have to rush through it. Here's our kickoff view, Messier 100. There are high thin clouds. They may come and go. We may lose some views, but this is quite decent to begin with, and I did not expect when I came out to get such a good view. I'm going to reinitialize it and see what it looks like after 6 stacks. Okay, this is pretty much the way it looked about 15 minutes ago when I started it. Let's see, it's got 2 stacks now, none are ignored. We are at least triangulating on stars. We got 3 stacks. This is, of course, only a 30x view, 20% e-zoom. We're starting to see the extensions, however. So that's pretty promising, and I do have to get through a lot of studies before the lunacy strikes once again. So there's our 6th view. I'm going to push the 6th stack. I'm going to push the magnification up 105x. We are seeing the spiral arms of Messier 100, and that was my critical thing. In 5 or 6 stacks and 70% e-zoom to see the spiral arms. Let's move on. We're going to have to move very quickly this evening. Okay, we're going to start off with NGC 3900. It's a galaxy in Leo. We're getting a decent view, magnitude 11.4, 3.5 by 1.8 arc minute, spiral with a lowercase a and a ring, neighbor dog. 80 million light years distant. I'm not going to give any sizes tonight. RA 114909 with a declination of plus 27 degrees, 1 minute and 19 seconds. We've got our 6 stacks. NGC 3902, another galaxy in Leo, magnitude 12.8, 1.6 by 1.3 arc minutes, kind of faintish. Sky conditions, spiral of the bar, lowercase bc, 164 million light years, RA 114918 with a declination plus 260718. As soon as we get our 6 stacks, I will bail. Okay, after a little skippage for too far south and too far north, we're off to NGC 3908, a galaxy in Leo. This one is very faint. I think it's about magnitude 15.5 visual. We can make it out. It's magnitude 17.4 photographic, 0.4 by 0.4 arc minute size, elliptical, needs to be confirmed, 818 million light years distant. RA 114952, the declination of plus 121108. We've had 7 stacks. Moving on. NGC 3910, another galaxy in Leo, quite visible on the screen. That's magnitude 12.8, 1.6 by 1.2 arc minute, lenticular spiral, 350 million light years distant. Once again, probably about the size of Messier 31. RA 114959, declination plus 211959. NGC 3911 seems to be visible in the field at 30x, galaxy in Leo, magnitude 13.8. That proves it's a fairly good evening, although it's in the sky's middle third, 1 by 0.8 arc minute, spiral with a bar, lowercase bc. 271 million light years distant, RA 115006, declination plus 24, 55, and 12, 6 stacks. Okay, NGC 3912 we caught last night as NGC 3899, so it was the last in the series. Be an interesting comparo. I may not take the time to do it though. You might by looking at the 3850 to 3899 series. It's a magnitude 12.4, 1.5 by 0.9, spiral with a bar, lowercase b, 79 million light years distant, RA 115004, declination plus 26, 28, 47. NGC 3914 is vaguely visible in the middle of the screen. No, maybe not. because it was a little higher up. It's a galaxy in Virgo, and that's why, because it's further south. Magnitude 13.2, 1.1 by 0.6 arc minutes, spiral with a bar, lowercase b, 277 million light years distant, RA 115032, declination plus 6 degrees, 34 minutes and 3 seconds outside the sky's middle third. NGC 3919 is vaguely visible on the screen. It's a galaxy in Leo in the sky's middle third, magnitude 13.3, 0.9 by 0.9, elliptical, 281 million light years distant. RA 115041, declination plus 20 degrees, 0 minutes and 53 seconds. And we've now captured our 6th stack as I speak. NGC 3920, I'm not quite seeing it there. Let's push it up and I can see why. It's very vague right there. Very. Galaxy in Leo shouldn't be that vague. It's magnitude 13.1, 1 by 1, spiral with a bar, lowercase bc. Not much of a core, however. 165 million light years distant. That would appear to be it. RA 1149.22, declination plus 24.56.18. We could have a high thinning moving overhead. Okay, we've gone very deep south into Hydra now. Let's see if we can turn this one up. We can, but it's a very bright galaxy in a Hydra. Magnitude 9.8, but large, 6.6 by 4.5. Arc minute, elliptical, 75 million light years distant. RA 115101, declination minus 28 degrees, 48 minutes and 22 seconds. I'm going to let it accumulate some stacks as I search out our next study. Okay, we're now up to 10 stacks. I'm going to push the magnification up to 150x and head on out. Hey folks, I may have been mistaken. We're halfway through the studies in the 3900 to 3950 series at 3925, and we're only 7 minutes in. I thought I did research. Maybe I was confusing it with the second half of tonight, or maybe the 4000 series, because I went through that. NGC 3925 is that faintish galaxy. It's in Leo, magnitude 15.3, 0.7 by 0.5 arc minutes. RA 115120 with a declination of plus 21 degrees, 53 minutes and 20 seconds. Since we're a little ahead of the game, I'm going to push the magnification up, gather some more photons. The stars don't look good. I'm not happy with the background sky. However, we're on the auto histogram setting, but there is a lot of water vapor in the sky, and that tends to cause that modulation that we're seeing on the screen. Anyway, we've just had 10 stacks of NGC 3925. In the same field as 3925 is an NGC, and there's plenty of galaxies there, as you can see, NGC 3926A, also in Leo, magnitude 14.7, small, 0.4 by 0.4, so it's probably going to have something around an 11.5 to 12 magnitude average surface brightness. I think we're seeing it right there. Lenticular spiral, 377 million light years distant. RA 115126 with a declination of plus 22 degrees, 1 minute and 39 seconds. We now have 21 stacks of NGC 3925, plus several of 3926A. Let's see if there's a B. 28 stacks in with not a single one ignored for NGC 3926b, Galaxy Leo, magnitude 14.7, 0.5 by 0.5 arc minutes. So it's probably somewhere around magnitude 13, average surface brightness, which gives it an average brightness of somewhere around maybe 13.9, lenticular spiral, 352 million light years distant, RA 115128, with a declination of plus 22 degrees, 1 minute 33 seconds. If there's another galaxy there, maybe this was A and this is B, but this is a lenticular spiral, possibly there, but boy, there's a whole lot of galaxies going on there, and not all of them may have been seen at the eyepiece of 19th century scopes. Okay, the scope did a little bit of creeping on this next one, but it's near that last group of galaxies. We're looking for NGC 3929 Galaxy Leo, magnitude 14, so a bit brighter. 0.6 by 0.4 arc-minute elliptical, 318 million light-years distance. That looks like an elliptical, and it is quite small. We're only seeing the core, of course. I'm going to push the magnification up and center all these galaxies as much as possible together. I'm sure it's a group. Research, adventuresindeepspace.com, get a clearer image, theskylive.com. This galaxy is 3929, is at right ascension 1151.42 with a declination of plus 21 degrees and 9 minutes. And we're getting pretty close to hour 12, which is halfway through the sidereal year, but we are also getting later and later in the evening. The race is on. 12 stacks. Fortunately, it's a little warmer tonight than it was last night, and I suspect we're looking for this very vague nebulosity here, largish. We're looking for NGC 3930, Galaxy and Ursa Majoris. Bright, collectively, 12.4, but quite large for a 12.4, 3 by 2.3 arc minutes. So it's probably got an average surface brightness of around 14, maybe 14.5. Spiral with a bar, lowercase c, which explains why we're not seeing much of a core. 41 million light years distant. I'll give you a size on this one. It's probably somewhere around 35,000 light years in diameter. Small, immature galaxy that has a lot of growing ahead of it. And it depends a lot on its neighbors. RA is 1151.45, declination plus 38 degrees and 52 seconds. I'm going to pause, look for the next one, see if we can get some more stacks. And there we have 11 stacks. We're heading up to NGC 3930A. Let's see how many clicks we get. Okay, the clicks were not very much, but I think I can see the core of a neighboring galaxy there. And it is a spiral with peculiarities. This baby here is about to grow. NGC 3930A Galaxy Ursa Majoris is magnitude 16, so it's probably around magnitude 15. Very small. That's also a hint that it's actually quite faint visually. 0.3 by 0.2 arc minutes. Typically, the smallest galaxies discovered in the era of the eyepiece were about 0.3 arc minutes on one axis or another. This galaxy, however, is 356 million light years distant. No, it is not being assimilated by the other one. I think the other one was closer, but we have to remember the data. RA 1152.02 with a declination of plus 3801.12. I'm going to look up the distance to 3930 so we can confirm that. Give me a break here. It's saying 3930 is only 41 million light years distant. This is clearly a line of sight, but with 32 stacks, we're starting to make out some texture in NGC 3930. NGC 3933 is probably this elongated galaxy here. We may get this one later on. 3933 Galaxy Leo, magnitude 13.6, 1.1 by 0.6 arc minute, spiral with peculiarity. So maybe this one is proximal and not line of sight. 169 million light years distant, RA 1152.02, with a declination of plus 16 degrees, 48 minutes, and 34 seconds. We got our 6 stacks. Let's see if this galaxy pops up sooner than later. NGC 3934 is this galaxy with 12 stacks. In Leo, magnitude 13.5, spiral with a lowercase b, 170 million light years distant, RA 1152.12 with a declination of plus 1651.05. And in case I haven't clarified this recently, lowercase lettered A, B, C, D typically have multiple spiral arms, although a D wouldn't have spiral arms, it's just too immature. And if it's an uppercase ABC, then it typically only has 2 spiral arms and usually has a bar. But you can have bars with multiple spiral arms as well. This one doesn't have a bar, it's simply a spiral B, and in this case it's twice removed from lenticular, which means the core is not that mature, but it is quite evident and there is an aura around it. This is a 13.5 magnitude galaxy, and that aura is probably somewhere around magnitude 15. Moving on. NGC 3935, galaxy in Ursa Majoris, but not too far north so that we can't see it, at least not yet. Magnitude 13.2, 1.1 by 0.5 arc minute, roughly 2 to 1 aspect ratio. Spiral with a lowercase b, and remember that means multiple spiral arms, 146 million light years distant. RA 1152.24 with a declination of plus 32 degrees, 24 minutes, and 14 seconds. We're doing pretty good on time. Let's push the magnification up. And it really is bringing out the extensions on NGC 3935. And that's because we are putting more pixels to use, capturing more photons. Basically, the delta between 20% E-zoom and 100% E-zoom is about 3 magnitudes of sensitivity. And I do want to say with the eye, things get fainter with magnification, but you have to put enough magnification in to darken the background sky to give it a decent contrast. That is not the issue with real-time imaging and using CCD imagers, however. Okay, we've gone deep south again. We got a power line with diffracted light in the field of view. We are at NGC 3936. It's a galaxy in Hydra. It's magnitude 12. 3.9 by 0.7 arc minutes. Pretty large, but it is edgy on, which you typically, edgy on galaxies seem to be much larger in their largest dimension than face-on galaxies of the same magnitude. This one's a spiral with a bar, but a lowercase bc. 90 million light years distant. That says it's about 105 to 110,000 light years in diameter. RA 1152.20 with a declination of minus 26 degrees, 54 minutes and 23 seconds. We now have 11 stacks. Moving on. NGC 3937 brings us back up into the sky's middle third. It's a galaxy, of course. That seems to be the theme of this season. It's magnitude 12.5, 1.8 by 1.6. It's a reasonable size for a 12.5 magnitude galaxy. It's a lenticular spiral, 301 million light years distant, means it's larger than Messier 31, maybe 175,000 light years. RA is 1152.42 with a declination of plus 20 degrees, 37 minutes, 52 seconds. This one's pretty bright for being that far out. Anyway, NGC 3937 with 9 stacks. Thought I'd give you a 150x view as well. NGC 3938. This is our galaxy here. It seems to be pretty far to the west, however. And most everything's been centering up quite well. It's a galaxy in Ursa Majoris, magnitude 10.4, 5.1 by 5 arc minutes. It's a little large, maybe. Spiral with a lowercase c. Yeah, you're seeing a lot of its aura in a very diminished core. Mere 40 million light years distant puts it at about, I would say, somewhere around 60,000 light years in diameter. I'm going to push up the magnification so we can see the spiral extensions and get a sense of some kind of texture. It's at right ascension 1152.49 with a declination pushing it at plus 44 degrees, 7 minutes and 14 seconds. And there are 13 stacks, running it back down to 105x and then pausing. Not a bad view there, 105x, is it? Okay, NGC 3940 is vaguely visible in the field of 30x and pushing it to 105, capturing some more stacks. This is a galaxy's magnitude 12.8, 1.7 by 1.6 arc minute elliptical in Leo, 293 million light years distant, which means it's probably somewhere around 125,000 light years in diameter. RA 1152.46 with a declination of sky's middle third plus 20 degrees, 59.21 seconds. The middle third from 45 degrees north is roughly 15 degrees above the celestial equator to about, let's see, 30 and 40, 75 degrees north declination. And that gives you the best views you're going to get of various NGC and other studies. Getting a little chillier now. My hands are cold, but at least I'm not quaking and shaking. This is the NGC 3941 galaxy in Ursa Majoris, magnitude 10.3. Let's push it right up. 3.5 by 2.5 arcman is pretty small. Spiral with a bar, but of the lenticular class, 41 million light years distant, so it's not that large, maybe 40K. RA 1152.55 with a declination of plus 36 degrees, 59 minutes and 11 seconds, backing off to the optimal magnification, 105x, and with 8 stacks pausing. Off to NGC 3942 in Crater, magnitude 14, 1.5 by 0.9. 164 million light years to Spire with a lowercase c. Not much of a core there, is there? RA 1151.30 with a declination of minus 11 degrees, 25 minutes and 28 seconds. This is one of those galaxies that's on the border of either being magnitude 14 photographic or magnitude 14 visual. If you go to Steve Gottlieb's site at adventuresindeepspace.com, he cites only visual magnitudes because that's what the man does. He looks through an eyepiece through telescopes ranging from the naked eye through ST80 type scopes, binoculars, all the way up to a 48-inch telescope. And many of the views that we're seeing tonight, except for the resolution, is roughly about somewhere between his 24 and his 48-inch aperture scopes that he has access to. Check him out, Steve Gottlieb, probably the premier amateur astronomer of the recent, and I believe he's still out there doing his astro thing. NGC 3943 is a galaxy in Leo. Looks like it is actually two, very close to one another. We'll see. Magnitude 13.1, 1.1 by 1.1 arc minute. Man, that's right where it should be in terms of apparent size. Galaxies of magnitude 13.5 visual are typically 1 by 1 arc minute, unless they're edge-ons, and then it gets a little strange. It's simply described as a spiral, 297 million light years distant, puts it about 85K in diameter, RA 1152.56 with a declination of plus 20 degrees, 28 minutes, 43 seconds. We're running a little bit of ahead, so let's have that 150x view, and we are seeing extensions going from the southeast to the northwest. Off to NGC 3944, vaguely present right in the middle of the screen. Let's check and verify. Yes, indeed. Galaxy in Leo, magnitude 12.9, 1.4 by 1.1 arc minute, lenticular spiral, 167 million light years, maybe 70K in diameter, RA 1153.05, declination plus 26 degrees, 12 minutes and 25 seconds. We just got our 6 stack. And in case you're doubting me on the additional sensitivity of going to 100% e-zoom, we can see more of the extensions at this point at 100% e-zoom compared to 105. NGC 3944. Okay, I'm not quite seeing this one. NGC 3946 is a galaxy in Leo. We're starting to bring out some galaxies now. But this one's magnitude 15.5. It's a spiral with lowercase a, so maybe about 14.8. 0.5 by 0.4 arc minutes. That means 14.8 visual. 293 million light years distant, so it's kind of a smallie, maybe 60K, 55K in diameter. RA 1153.20. Declination plus 21 degrees, 1 minute and 15 seconds. Let's push it up since we're doing pretty good. There's a couple of galaxies here. We may have imaged this one earlier. This is probably our study since it's a spiral. Well, it's a spiral with an A. This one seems a little brighter. Maybe there's another candidate here. Pretty faint. Maybe it's right there next to this brightest star. AdventuresInDeepSpace.com may help you disambiguate which galaxy it is. NGC 3946. NGC 3947 is vaguely visible. I think I saw it slightly averted. And there it is. It's a galaxy in Leo, magnitude 13.1, 1.4 by 1.2 arc-minute, spiral with a bar, but a lowercase b. Multiple spiral arms. 280 million light years distant, puts this one probably around 100K in diameter. RA 115320, declination plus 20 degrees, 45 minutes and 6 seconds. We have our 6 stacks, but let's push it up a little bit before we head out. Okay, we're looking for Messier 100 once again. Let's see if we got to get our 6 stacks before we begin to see the spiral arms. It's very intriguing. It does totalize the exposure time. I had read somewhere where all it does is darken the background, but I don't really think that's the case. Messier 100 is a galaxy in Coma Berenices, magnitude 9.4, 7.5 by 6.1 arc-minute, 60 million light years distant, puts it at about 105 to 110,000 light years in diameter. RA 122254 with a declination of plus 15, 4920. Not a particularly good view, is it? Maybe the sky has degenerated a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and push on anyway because I want to try to get to NGC 4400 before the lunar cycle kicks in once again. So this is our Carpe Noctem view, Messier 100, galaxy in Coma Berenices, probably the faintest galaxy that Charles Messier was able to image with a 4-inch scope. I believe it was actually discovered by Pierre Méchain, and a couple of days later, Charles Messier confirmed its presence in the night sky. With that, Carpe Noctem.